For years, Ruby Franke documented her family's life on YouTube under the channel 8 Passengers, amassing hundreds of millions of views and a devoted fan base who saw her as the ultimate supermom. But behind the carefully edited videos and wholesome thumbnails, her own children were suffering in ways that would eventually shock the entire country.
The arrest of YouTube influencer Ruby Franke on child abuse charges.
In August 2023, one of her kids escaped through a neighbor's window, starving, malnourished, and bound with rope. In this episode, we're going to walk through the full story of Ruby Franke, who she was, what really happened inside that home, and the warning signs that millions of people missed.
You know where your name came from?
Grandpa?
Of course you know. Grandpa. So tell us who you're named after.
Grandpa.
Which grandpa? Okay, we're gonna try this again. You be a little more talkative here.
I am. I'm talking, answering your questions.
Hey! If I hear one more word, get out! If I'm gonna let you
I don't.
vlog, and if I'm gonna spend all my time helping you, you're gonna help me too.
To do.
Be excited to tell them where your name came from, even if you have to fake it. Fake being happy. Okay?
I don't know if I can right now.
But before we dive in, some of the details in this story are disturbing and may not be suitable for all audiences, so viewer discretion is strongly advised. As always, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date with the channel. All right, let's dive into the video.
And you know, one of the biggest fears, if not the biggest fear of any family content creator on social media today is having their raw footage somehow leaked, and so that people can see what really goes on behind the camera. These individuals are wanting everyone to believe that their content is uplifting and wholesome and pure, and sure, the final product appears that way, but the making of the sausage, it's ugly.
Finish! She's talking for me!
You told me
Let
that
me
you
talk.
don't eat breakfast,
Let
and
me
then you don't eat
talk.
lunch.
Let me talk! You asked a question and then you all went and attacked me!
It began innocently enough, as so many digital nightmares do. In January 2015, Ruby Franke, a 33-year-old Mormon mother from Springville, Utah, launched a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers. The name was a nod to her family, herself, her husband Kevin, and their 6 children. Born Ruby Griffiths on January 18, 1982, in Logan, Utah, she grew up in a devout Latter-day Saints household with 3 sisters. She married Kevin Franke in 2000, a civil engineering professor at Brigham Young University, and together they built what appeared to be the quintessential American dream. Their videos chronicled everyday life, homeschooling routines, family outings, birthday celebrations, and the occasional prank. At its peak, the channel amassed over 2.5 million subscribers, raking in views by the billions and generating an estimated $100,000 monthly. But beneath the polished thumbnails and upbeat music lay an undercurrent of control. Ruby's parenting style was strict, rooted in her faith's emphasis on discipline and self-reliance.
Your job is not to provide them with a father. Your child is not to provide them with a magical childhood. I'm going to do a video on that coming up, magical childhoods. Your job is not to make sure that your children are accepted by their peers, or that they have friends or birthday parties or Christmas presents, or like the list of things that people think children need today are astronomical and very unrealistic. Your job is solely to love your children in the truth.
Videos showed her enforcing rules with an iron fist. Children earning privileges through chores or facing consequences for minor infractions.
Something in the bag that you would like out, you can pay cash for it. So you learn the value of your items, or you can give what? Dad, I'll let you take the conversation from here.
You can do an equivalent value chore to get it back. And whatever isn't claimed by the end of the day goes in the garbage.
To outsiders, it might have seemed like tough love. To those paying closer attention, it was the first crack in the facade. The whisper started in 2020. Viewers began noticing patterns that went beyond strict parenting. In one video, Ruby casually mentioned refusing to bring lunch to her 6-year-old daughter Eve at school because she had forgotten to pack it. "Hopefully nobody gives her food," Ruby said with a smile, framing it as a lesson in responsibility.
Because I know that her teacher is uncomfortable with her being hungry and not having a lunch. And it would ease her discomfort if I came to the school with a lunch. But I responded and just said, Eve is responsible for making her lunches in the morning, and she actually told me she did pack a lunch. So the natural outcome is she's just going to need to be hungry. And hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and...
The internet erupted. Comments flooded in, accusing her of starvation tactics. But Ruby doubled down, insisting it was for Eve's own good. Then came the bedroom incident. Chad, her 15-year-old son, revealed in a video that he had been sleeping on a beanbag for 7 months after pranking his younger brother.
So pretty funny, but now I look back at it, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, he's like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses on.
Do you think it's funny? Because...
And then I walk out.
If you think it's funny, then that was 7 months ago. Maybe you need longer without a bedroom.
It was not.
Ruby and Kevin explained it as a therapeutic recommendation to separate the boys. Chad's punishment included no bedroom privileges, no door, no privacy.
But what you guys didn't know was Chad didn't get any room. He didn't get anything. He was sleeping on the floor in the family room.
Viewers petitioned Child Protective Services, CPS, and drama channels dissected the footage. Ruby addressed the backlash in a now-deleted video, claiming it was all part of teaching masters of themselves. These weren't isolated events. Ruby threatened to behead stuffed toys.
If you cut one more thing in my house, I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut its head off.
Grandma will be so mad!
Withheld Christmas gifts because her children were numb to punishments.
The two youngest are showing long patterns of selfishness. They have been showing, through their choices, their unwillingness to repent, their unwillingness to feel sorrow over some pretty egregious choices that they've made. So Kevin and I have decided that we are going to give the gift of truth to them this year for Christmas. And we told them that this year they are not going to be visited by Santa. So they will, and we prepped them, we let them know that the Christmas morning, their 4 older siblings will be getting Christmas presents to open, and that they will have the gift of love from their dad and I, because we want them to really have a visceral experience that hits them. So up until now, I was really hoping that like keeping them home from school and wiping the floorboards would like really bring pain. Like, oh my gosh, I really want to change this behavior that I've been exhibiting. And it wasn't painful for them. They're like, oh yeah, we get to stay home from school and clean floorboards. This is kind of fun. It's like,
And sent Chad to a wilderness camp for troubled teens.
Therapy program where he's going to spend the next 8 to 10 weeks living in the
Anasazi Desert.
Yeah, the desert mountains of Arizona.
They provide everything that you need. They do not sleep in tents. They sleep on the bare ground and
whatever shelter they can
or
make.
if they can make a shelter, they can sleep in the shelter they make. So if the apocalypse ever comes and the zombies come to get us, we'll be very grateful Chad is trained. And they said, like, it's like the real wilderness out there. There's snakes, there's bears, there's coyotes, cougars. Like, it's the real deal.
We want Chad to have some of those experiences.
I think close encounters would be good for him.
Yeah, because those types of experiences can teach you what's really important.
And he'll come home and he'll be like, dude, I survived and there were bears.
Her methods echoed a distorted version of Mormon teachings on accountability, but amplified for the camera. Subscribers dwindled as the controversies mounted, from 2.5 million to sporadic uploads. By 2022, 8 Passengers was effectively dead. But Ruby wasn't done sharing her truth. Yodi Hildebrandt, a name that would become synonymous with Ruby's downfall. A licensed mental health counselor in Utah since 2005, Hildebrandt founded Connections Classroom in 2007, a program promising to heal relationships through truth and confronting distortions. Rooted in Mormon values, Connections targeted couples and families, specializing in addiction recovery, particularly pornography and sex addiction. Before we continue on, if you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't like it, let me know down in the comments. Your support truly means everything. All right, back to the video. Together, they launched Moms of Truth, an Instagram account and podcast promoting extreme parenting philosophies. Videos preached cutting off distorted family members, even children, if they weren't living in truth. Former clients described Connections as isolating, destroying marriages by labeling spouses as addicts or enablers. Ruby, listed as a certified mental fitness trainer, absorbed these teachings like gospel. Her journal entries, later released by police, revealed a descent into delusion, labeling her children satanic, describing them as slithering demons needing exorcism through punishment. Sherry Franke, Ruby's eldest daughter, cut ties in 2020 for her mental health, later writing in her memoir, The House of My Mother, about the spiritual drain of the family. Chad followed suit, attending real estate school and distancing himself. The older children had tried alerting authorities for years, but their pleas fell on deaf ears until the unthinkable happened. August 30th, 2023, Ruby's 12-year-old son, Russell, emaciated and bound with duct tape, climbed out a window of Hildebrandt's luxury mansion in Ivins, Utah.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could do 2 favors.
Well, what are they?
Taking me to the nearest police station. Well, actually, just one's fine.
What's going on, son? Have a seat there.
It's personal business.
The neighbor, horrified by the boy's wounds and malnourishment, called 911.
222-1512. I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help. And he's said he had just came from a neighbor's house and he's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, he's hungry and he's thirsty.
Need someone immediately, Steve.
But he has duct tape around his
Injuries, there's sores around them.
Yeah, there's sores around him. I think the good chance he's been...
He also has...
Oh, and he has it around his ankles.
As well.
I mean, his wrists as well. Okay, this boy has been...
Needs immediate attention.
I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
Police arrived to find tape remnants on his ankles and wrists. Deep lacerations from ropes.
Did you get the ropes on you? Who did them? You're not in trouble with me. Okay? We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Our main focus right now is you. Okay? Who put the ropes on you?
Inside the home, they discovered Eve, 9, huddled in a closet, her head shaved, equally starved.
I'm Sergeant Tobler. What's your name? I just have one. Where's your sister at?
Contact one.
You okay? Huh? You doing okay? You don't want to talk to me? Yeah, that's okay. Can you come with me though?
Sergeant Tobler would later tell ABC News they initially believed Frankie's daughter was a little boy due to the young girl having a buzz cut at the time.
Both children were hospitalized for severe malnutrition. Ruby and Hildebrandt were arrested that day, charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse.
I need you to step out.
I have my turn.
That's great. Step out of the house.
No, I'm not going to step out of the
Step
house.
out of the house.
Step out of the house.
Whoa.
We're just going to see if anybody else. Is there anybody else home?
Wait a minute, how do you come to my house?
Right there.
Look, they come on into my house.
So have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant?
Have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant?
Have a seat right there.
The details that emerged were nightmarish. From May to August 2023, the children endured a work camp-like setting. Denied food, water, and beds, they were forced into manual labor in scorching heat without shoes, causing blisters. Ruby held Russell's head underwater, bound him with ropes and handcuffs, and convinced him he was possessed. Hildebrandt coerced Eve to jump into cacti repeatedly. Prosecutors called it a concentration camp-like environment, driven by religious extremism. Public outrage exploded. Ruby's sisters issued a joint statement. The arrest needed to happen. Kevin, estranged since 2022, filed for divorce in November 2023, gaining custody of the 4 youngest. He later sued Hildebrandt, claiming she brainwashed Ruby. The internet, once Ruby's kingdom, turned against her. Online, people drew parallels to cult-like abuse. Discussions raged about the dark side of family vlogging. In December 2023, Ruby pleaded guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse, dropping 2 in a deal to testify against Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt followed suit. At sentencing on February 20th, 2024, both received 4 consecutive terms of 1 to 15 years, capped at 30 under Utah law. Ruby tearfully apologized. "I take full accountability." But for her children, words were hollow. The aftermath rippled far beyond Utah. Sherry Franke testified before lawmakers in October 2024, calling family vlogging unethical and a full-time job for children without consent. Her advocacy helped pass HB 322 in March 2025, requiring parents to compensate child influencers and protect their privacy. Utah became the 4th state to regulate kidfluencing, sparking national debates on digital child labor. Chad spoke out in interviews alleging punishments like slaps and flicks, vowing not to vlog his future family.
She would spank, whip, take the belt out and whip my butt, pull down my pants, whip me.
Chad, I've asked you to give me a night where it's enjoyable to be with you. Chad, take the look off your face and just be happy to be with us. Okay, you know what then?
I did always feel bad when he got in trouble. He'd get a bloody nose and I'd bring him, toilet paper and didn't really know what to do. He got beat really bad one time and I helped him clean blood off the walls.
Kevin remarried in December 2025, focusing on healing. Documentaries like Hulu's Devil in the Family and Netflix's Evil Influencer dissected the case, magnifying the societal issue. Yet the question remains, was Ruby a victim of Hildebrandt's manipulation or a willing participant? Hildebrandt's niece had alleged abuse 14 years prior, yet it was ignored. And how many other families hide horrors behind screens?
When you are... I'm going to cut that out. You get down and you be quiet. This isn't your turn. Now sit.
And cut.
Yeah, and cutting that out. Sit down right here.
Go sit on the couch. Oh.
Sit her down on the flipping couch. Okay. Stop it. What was that look for?
Sorry, I just get nervous.
Stop getting scared. Look. Just be yourself.
That is myself.
Well, then change it.
As you start speaking in other voices.
This is what love sounds like. When you see someone hurting, you acknowledge the hurt. If your kid came to you on fire, would you say, I'm so glad you trusted me to tell me you're on fire, but if I put out the fire, that's gonna really hurt and you're gonna end up with scabs anyway, so I'm just gonna love you where you are right now. No, you throw them on the ground and you start rolling them. You get a blanket and you start hitting the flames, and they're gonna say, you're hurting me, you're beating me, you're controlling. It's like, no dear, hold still, I'm getting the fire out. That's what a loving parent does.
These parenting isms, these cultural isms that have contaminated parenting are things like beliefs that it's my job to make my kids happy.
Give them a magical childhood.
It's my job to give my child a magical childhood. It's my job to make my children smile and laugh. It's my job to make my children successful. It's my job to prevent my children from having pain, right? All of these, they all come from the same place.
Give me some breakfast.
You don't need food. Sundays after church, when we all just clean through the leftovers, it's like the highlight of my week. I love it so much.
It is. Mom doesn't get mad at us for eating anything. I want to get out of this conversation.
Oh no, this is an uncomfortable conversation we must have.
Wait, Matt, are you angry at me?
Let's sit. I gave Julie a tongue lashing that will not ever be repeated nor recorded. Just use your imagination. It was bad. I am gonna say one nice thing, and that is you took your lashing very well. And I'm going to pretend that life is exactly how I want it.
I want to go.
All right?
I want to go get dressed for football.
You're gonna have to go find your shorts. Oh, did you see the socks you threw at the side of the garden? And you are not going anywhere unless you pick up your junk. You've got crap thrown all around. Now, so you see, now I'm using bad language. That's how bad of a mood I'm in. You get your socks picked up and don't you leave your stuff out anymore.
Where?
Right over there. Run and go pick them up. And then give me 10 push-ups. Before you think this is picture perfect, we had a hook go in Eve's finger, and I'm tangled up in each line. Oh, thank you so much for watching. I'm just kidding. Thank you for sponsoring this video.
And now I have no friends.
You can play with friends.
No, like I don't have friends.
I don't have friends either.
I literally like told my friends I'm not hanging out with them anymore.
Because they're
They say some pretty messed up stuff.
I don't even know where they live.
I don't know. You tell me what you're feeling.
Mad.
Mad?
Because I really won't get anything for summer. I won't be able to go anywhere. No, I don't have any friends.
We as humans go toward pornography. We say, ooh, pornography, and we don't even know we're being ravaged. We don't even know we're being hurt. Or we're like, yeah, I know I'm being hurt, but I don't care. If a clown rolled up in a dark van with all of the windows rolled up, and they slowly rolled down the window, and they're scooting at like, a half a mile an hour, and they're like, hey, kid, I got some candy for you. What would you do? And my kids are like, I'd run. I'm like, good. That's the right answer. Yeah, if you were offered candy in that circumstance, of course you would run.
If a rabbit sees a dog, what does it do? It runs. Yeah, that's protective. Well, child, what would you do if you see pornography? You know, they say the right things like, oh, I'd come tell you right away. This is not happening.
I remember I ended up sleeping with my sisters because Jody was still in my room. There was one time that I did go into my room to get something, and there were like candles on the desk and massage oils, and I felt really dark. So at that moment, I kind of figured something was going on.
Were they lovers?
I mean, I have my opinions, but...
What's your opinion?
I do think that they were.
I don't know the extent to which their interactions went. It was much more than a friendship.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then check out these videos on the screen now. If you have a topic suggestion, please send it to the email in the description. And as always, remember to like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, the only thing stranger than this story is missing out on our next video.